So this video is in response to a request by Melissa, who has some amethyst jewellery, and she would like to find a nail polish that will tone in with this jewellery. So something along purple lines, and she wanted me to do a polish comparison. I think she was thinking specifically OPIs. These are the only two OPIs I have in this sort of colour, so I've added some other brands, and I thought I'd do like a colour combo, but obviously with the same colour, so sort of a gradient really, of all these polishes, so that she could see which she thought was the nicest and more likely to go with the amethyst colour of her jewellery. So please do take the lead from Melissa and put in any requests that you would like me to do, because it shakes it up a little bit for me and makes me think a bit harder about things. And it's a bit of inspiration for me to do something a bit different. So this very pretty one is called Ink, and this is OPI. And it's quite a dark purple actually, very sort of shimmery and glittery. And it's sometimes difficult to see the purple in it. It can look just very dark. So I'm hoping that this will show up all the purple tones in it. This is very sort of amethyst colour, I would say. But we'll have a look and see how it appears on the nail. This is Dreaming Out Loud by Nails Ink, and this is a very, very glittery, very jewel-like, I would say. So this would go very well with an amethyst. This is a little bit lighter than the last one, and very, very glittery. So we shall see how that one goes. I've not used this one before, so I can't really say how that's going to appear on the nail. This OPI is slightly brighter, so this would definitely show up quite well. And this is The Sound of Vibrance. And it has like a slightly bluey hue to it. It's a shimmery type of polish. I would say pearlescent come shimmery polish. Here comes Essie. This one actually has a matte finish, so you can stick with the matte finish, or alternatively you can put a glossy top coat on it to make it glossy. And this is Hold 'em Tight. It's a very pretty colour, one of my favourites this is. And I thought I'd also go with a lighter option. Obviously this isn't exactly amethyst, but I thought it would tone really well with any amethyst jewellery, because it's got the right tone. This is Abbey Road by Nails Ink, and this lovely shimmery glaze is That Euphoria Life by Nails Ink. And I thought if I top it with this, it would just give it that little bit of a shine and a glitter and a shimmer effect. So let's have a closer look at these polishes. As you can see, this is so shimmery and glittery. But as I say, as it builds up on the nail, on the coats, it does go quite dark. So whether it's going to show up as purpley enough, we'll see. This is so glittery, really pretty. It would be fantastic with jewellery. But it's a little bit lighter, so whether it's bright enough and dark enough, we'll have to see. I haven't used this one before, so I can't really say. This is one of my favourites. It really is a beautiful purple with a very slight shimmer to it. Not as glittery as the other two. More of a pearlescent hue to it. But it's a very pretty purple. I think that's more possibly an amethyst colour. And here's the Essie. This is a beautiful, beautiful colour, really rich purple. And as I say, it is a matte finish, so you can leave it matte, or you can put the glossy top coat on it. So what I should do when I'm doing it, I shall show you it with matte on there, and then I shall put a glossy top coat on them all, and then you can see the difference. and I'll superimpose a photograph here of when it was matte so that you can see for comparison. When a colour is glossy or matte, the colour looks slightly different. Usually it looks a little bit darker when it's matte than when it's glossy. This one is Abbey Road, and it's a beautiful rich lilac tone. Nice thick cream. I think it goes on quite easily in 2 coats if I'm rightly. It's one of my favourite lilacs because it's not too pale a lilac. It's a nice sort of mid-tone lilac. And this one is a beautiful glaze, which just looks fantastic just over bare nails or over all sorts of different polishes. Almost like a mermaid pearlescent sheen to this one. But I think on its own it's a little bit weak. But over the top of the lilac, I think will really look lovely. I think it will tone beautifully with an amethyst coloured jewellery. So as a base, as I always do, I apply 2 coats of OPI Natural Nail Base Coat. So this is after 2 coats on them all. As you can see, the ink, OPI ink, is quite dark. So the only one I think there's a little bit of an issue with is this one, and I think it's actually more of a topper than a standard polish. So I'm going to carry on and build this up a bit. It may need 3, it may even need 4 coats to bring it up properly so that it's better coverage. So I shall have a go at that. Alternatively, you could put this as a topper over another purple underneath, and that's the thumb. So I shall put the glaze on this one, and I shall carry on with this, and I'll come back and we'll discuss how many coats it required. Okay, so I ended up putting 4 coats on this one. But what you could do is use it as a topper over one of the other polishes. So let's have a closer look at the polish. As I said, it does come up quite dark. And this is very, very sparkly. Very pretty, but it takes a lot of coats to build it up to this. So 4 coats. Not as sparkly, more like a shimmery, like a pearlescent effect really with this one. And this is obviously the matte effect, and when I've applied the top coat you'll then see the difference with the glossy top coat. And that's now had the glaze on it. It's very shimmery and pearlescent, which it makes it more sort of bluey, a bluey turquoisey sort of glaze on it. So what I shall do now is to apply the top coat, the Essie Gel Couture top coat, because it's nice, extra glossy, and that would be nice, I think. What I think I'm going to do now, as a little experiment to show you, is I think this one is the closest, but I'm going to put a topper of this one on, just to see how it looks. I think that looks so much better. That looks really good. I want to just try that with a black background and see if that will make it show up more. There, yes it does. There, I hope that helped you, Melissa. I think this is probably the best one. But, you know, this one's quite nice as well, slightly lighter. And like I say, I just took 4 coats. And here's the glossy version of the matte one, and here's the matte version. I kind of like this one on the thumb as well. I think that would go quite nicely with an amethyst, with amethyst jewellery of some sort. That was quite an interesting little manicure to do. Actually, it was quite nice together, I think. So don't be shy. Anyone speak up if you've got any requests. Please do let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. It makes it a bit more interesting for me doing manicures to have some kind of a guide as to what to head for. I do get a little bit bogged down sometimes and think, oh, what colour am I going to do next? So it's quite nice to have a few recommendations, or sort of requests, I should say. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again.